What's going on, people? Oh, God. It's been a long day. I spent the entire day out. Uh, it's just been stressful. I'm dealing with the bodybuilding society that I'm organizing and running somehow. um, just meeting up with a lot of the people who are involved in the committee. Graphic designers, the vice president, social secretaries, and all that kind of jazz. And what's really funny is my role as the leader here is really about direction and giving them a vision to strive towards and really helping to nurture that vision, because they are good at their jobs, but those jobs in and of themselves will not give the result that's required. They want to work towards a particular vision, and they feel inspired by my vision, and they want to meet that vision. So that level of dedication is really it's really rare in my experience. I haven't seen that before, so seeing it now is pretty eye-opening, that some people will see your vision and some people will be very taken in by it and they'll want to see it come true. So I guess that's my role or my responsibility. Yeah, so it's just stressful. As you know, in terms of MBTI theory, I am an INFJ, so I'm not good at practical things, or I'm less good at practical things than I am with theoretical, philosophical, and guidance and that kind of stuff, and relating to other people. So this is a little, it's a practice test. It's a run of me getting used to being practical, being on time, being good with social media and communication on social media, because I'm crap at social media connection, not a fan of that at all. And also it's just a good insight into management and people management. But today's topic really relates to feeling, something along those lines, feeling, and being sensitive. Is it really a bad thing? Because I know that in traditional masculine circles, feelings and sensitivity was something that we made fun of. We have spent a long time of our lives pushing this down, the humanness. And we've called people who are artistic or sentimental or have a love for beautiful things and express that. We've usually called them unmanly and feminine. I think that's a wrong way of looking at it, because the heart doesn't lie. The heart tells the truth. The mind lies, and the mind does not tell the truth. The heart, when it feels love towards a particular thing, it feels love and nothing but love in its entirety. But when it feels hate, it also feels the hate in all of its entirety. If it feels threatened, hurt, angered, it feels these things very strongly. The mind does not like these feelings and tends to rationalize and create reasons as to why these feelings have arisen. The mind doesn't understand feelings. Feelings are a very spiritual aspect of humanity. The mind is a scientific tool that tends to get muddled up in the subjectivity of things. It takes feelings very personally, and Not really in a talking mood right now, but I'm trying to get the words out. The mind takes the feelings as if they are wrong and they shouldn't be happening. So it will rationalize and make the situation worse in most cases. But the heart doesn't lie. And that's what really hit me today. The heart doesn't lie. The heart tells things how they feel right then and there, in that moment. The mind will drag things on. So if you feel particularly hateful towards someone and you feel this very strong hate, you'll feel it in that moment. But the feeling will go afterwards. But the mind will take that intense feeling and say, I don't want to feel that ever again. Yeah? It'll say, I don't want this. So it will remind you of that feeling as if it's something to be avoided. Usually most grudges are formed because you feel a particular hate or emotion towards someone because they did something to you in a certain moment. And because you don't want to feel that emotion anymore or again, your mind will remind you of that circumstance and this person and what they've done and why it was wrong and why this person is someone you should stay away from, or they're bad, or whatever the reason is, whatever the case may be. And it will emotionally blackmail you with that emotion. It will bring it back. It will constantly try and force you to not make a certain decision or do something. So it will emotionally manipulate you because the mind doesn't understand feelings, doesn't get it. When you try and get out of your feelings and you go into the mind and rationalize and you stay up here rather than here, your mind has full control over how you feel, or has full control over your mental state. You're in a mental world and you're trying to avoid certain feelings. You are basically trying to not be a human, because human beings feel. We feel, some more than others, but we feel. We are feeling creatures, some again more than others. If we're going to go by MBTI typology, the feeling types will feel more, right? So I'm an INFJ, but I tend to extrovert the feeling in terms of human connection, diplomacy, intimacy, and all that kind of stuff. I'm really good at that, social communication. But internally, the internal feelings, that's more of a muddled issue for me. But I'd be lying if I said I don't feel things very strongly. I'd be lying to the fullest. I have strong feelings towards a lot of things when I really look at my life. And usually it's down to a particular meaning or concept behind something, an understanding. Feeling is generated out of that state. So let's say I like a particular book or author. Most of the time it's because the subject matter of the book or the author himself or the book itself, where it was written, when it was written, how it was written, whatever, has a pretty complex meaning behind it. There's a complex significance. There's a story behind it usually. And me reading the book is a reflection of that story, a reflection of that meaning, the feeling that I have towards this particular thing. But I wouldn't say, an internal harmony is something that I really value. Being calm, happy, cool, unagitated, joyful, peace, all that kind of stuff. I value that a lot. That's a very strong motivator for me for a lot of things that I do. Now I look at my life, when I talk to certain people, or when I go for a certain activity like writing or reading or meditating or a nature walk or even the gym, I'm doing it because I want to feel internally harmonious. Simply put, I just want to be harmonious, I want to be zen. I value this part Because out of that state of Zen, clear seeing, you're able to act more spontaneously, you're able to act more naturally, you're able to act in sync with things rather than mental obstructions to the flow of things, to the way things just naturally go. You're able to just go and be rather than do. You know, these have-tos, I must do this, I need this, and that's all mental abstraction. But if you really just went with things, like fully and deeply, just really went with it, you'd feel a lot more harmonious. Anyway, that's going to be it. Are feelings important? I think they are. But I think we've got to be careful about attachment to feelings. Attachment. We can enjoy them, but we can't be attached to them. Because again, if you've got a particular meaning to a person, for example, an attachment to a person, which is what it is, then you are emotionally controlled by that standard or by that precedent. And everything is impermeable. Everything is subject to change. Everything will fall. You're going to fall. You're going to die. That doesn't matter though, because when the physical organism dies, you don't have to worry about this stuff anymore. You become free. Your consciousness simply is. But whilst you're alive, you can avoid a lot of suffering. And this is like a cheat code to life. You can avoid a lot of suffering by simply detaching yourself from things, people, events, certain conditions for happiness. That's an important one. I've got to feel happy when this and this and this and this have happened. When I've got this and this, when I need this, and when I need these things, once they've been fulfilled, I'll be happy. If this goes well, I'll be happy. If this is sorted out, I'll be happy. With all these conditions and all these limitations and judgments, people that have to be a certain way for us to feel happy or to feel calm or peace. Try meditating when you've got 30 things to do and you've got a job, or let's say you're a manager of a certain company or CEO or something, you know. Try relaxing. You won't be able to. It's difficult because your mind is attached to so many things in those states. Don't get me started on relationships, people, yeah, friends, co-workers, housemates, romantic, intimate relationships, brothers and sisters, family. Again, this goes more and more. These things are constantly changing our internal state because we have conditions on these things for happiness. But you could really just cut through all of that and see conditions, the judgments that you're making as they are, and just be. You just be, man. You're just there with the conditions. You're there with their associated feelings. If you really be one with these things and don't get mesmerized by their particular way of ordering your life and the way things should go, if you don't get taken in by that, if you just observe, you will find that peace is always there, but you disturb it. Because again, you don't really disturb it, it's always there, but you dirty the lens. It's like when you're at peace, you're seeing everything through a very clear lens, like these glasses. If I clean them, you won't even notice that I'm wearing glasses if I really clean them, if there's no light reflecting on it, obviously. But if I just wear the glasses and I really clean it and it's so clear and it's a clear day, you won't even notice I'm wearing the glasses. and I can see everything clearly. But if there's dirt on there, or if it's rained, or if I've touched the lens here and there, or there's dirt or grime or something on it, I won't be able to see clearly through the glasses. My eyes are still there. I just can't see all the way through. So it's a bit like when you have an agitated mental state. You're still there, the piece is still there, still just doing its thing, but you just can't see through the lens as clearly as you did before, because there's all this mess. Abstractions, opinions, judgments, conditions, feelings, right? Concepts. Just can't see anything. You're just seeing these things. And reality is now coloured with these conceptions. Yeah, just like you've got dirty glasses. Your reality, what you're seeing out of the glasses, is coloured by the dirt or the grime that's on the glasses. Really interesting stuff. Hope you enjoyed my rambling. I want to be done now. Take it easy. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.